new theory on hijacking Bitcoin. Stay tuned for this one. We've got this new book that just came out. Credit to Roger Ver, Steve Patterson for the hijacking Bitcoin idea. They did a great job. I got about halfway through it. Haven't finished it yet. I know I've talked about it a couple weeks ago, and I'm literally halfway through it, and I just have to finish the thing. Excellent book. There's new theories though that are going on with what's really happening in this Bitcoin space right now, and I want to share a couple of theories and a couple posts. As people probably know, everything's open and free now on X. They call it X thanks to Elon Musk. For the most part, I haven't seen censorship on X, the X platform. So kudos to him and thanks. So my friend Dan, who wrote the wallet. It's called yours.org. Used to be a company that Ryan X. Charles had in a platform, and now it's a wallet, yours.org. And Dan Wag06, he's a coder and developer. He wrote the wallet, and he makes this comment. He says, only one coin comes to mind. It's the last frontier. Jack Liu Jack says, divide and conquer. Now, this is the theory about the hijacking Bitcoin, the modern theory, right? Divide and conquer. They got us all holding a mix of 78 meme coins, and none of our bags can pump together. And all of us are NGMI waiting as we all suffer 18% inflation. And then Dan says, well, only one coin comes to mind. It's the last frontier. So here we go. For those people who are in Jack's position and bought 78 different meme coins and they're sitting there paying all these high fees. I mean, I wanted to do it. I wanted to get in on the runes, and I couldn't. I couldn't swallow the pill and paying the high fees. So I decided not to. I got the bitmap. Most when it first launched, thanks to these guys. But credit to Jack Liu and also Raphael when it first happened. I did mind the bitmap fees were pretty low at that time. And I just never sold it. But this year I didn't get. But here they are. The theory is that these 78 meme coins are people who are all over the place. They're distracted from the Bitcoin in its original design because it exists. All right. It exists in concept, but not in name. And that's another theory to kind of discuss, in the future, because in name, it doesn't exist right now. At least it's dead. The BSV is dead, right? So the name is dead. But in concept, Bitcoin in its original design exists. And so people who are seeing it, like Wags Dan here, the only coin, the one comes to mind, it's the last frontier, right? This is like the safe haven, Bitcoin in its purest original form. And another cool post that Jack had posted here on X, I actually commented, I wanted to share while I'm here, was this other guy. It was actually, I kind of mentioned that it was about Jim Willie, and I don't know if I can talk about him on YouTube or not, but he's a basically like a forecaster. He writes a newsletter, and I mean, my theory was, yeah, Jack had said great read, and that's how I found this. And he says Japanese yen is ripping through barriers like paper, passing on every level. I guess there's problems with Japan's currency right now, and this is an interesting theory in the article. Yellen's probably on the phone with them tonight, warning of dire consequences. They could pull their fingers button and defend their currency. Japanese PM Kishida met with Biden this month, smiling on the surface. He knows all Kuro does the terrible truth. They're trapped with a debt to GDP at an eye-watering 263%. So Japan's in trouble. What does this mean for pain ahead this means more pain ahead for Asia. So in the US, there's massive 50% downside miss the GDP pair with a hot PC means stagflation is returning, like Jim Willie talked about. The walls are beginning to close. There's always these theories, but there are some, the news is coming out like out of a fire hose right now at fast pace. You don't usually see all these things like attacks on Bitcoin have escalated. Okay. We've got super major attacks on the Bitcoin core chain with runes. And I talked about it yesterday, like it's under attack. Okay. The Bitcoin core protocol, no doubt about it. Also, we saw those indictments go down. Those guys get arrested. Those are like big $2 billion in BTC on their wallets. We saw the stuff with CZ happen. Craig Wright Satoshi trial lost. So we got the Phoenix wallets put their apps on App Store, and now the DTC is assigning 100% haircut on crypto assets. DTC is like this giant institution on Water Street where all these assets go into for collateral, like all these securities. You know, they're like the holding company on Water Street in New York. And so, you know, it's a really interesting little take here. They're coming for non-KYC wallets first. That's what's going on here with these guys over there at this company, Samurai, the wallet. Non-KYC wallets first, then nodes, then self-custody. So, I mean, what can we do about it? You know, I think it's something that we gotta explore. But, you know, if you want to hear a video or an interview with Jack Liu, I reached out to him. I met him at the event in San Francisco, and we talked about doing something. But I would love to. And of course, he says BSV is dead. I agree with him that BSV is dead. It is dead. But I'm talking about Bitcoin in its original design. All right, it does exist. It is out there. Okay, it has to be rebranded. But I want to talk about not just that, about what is going on. And you know, if you want to see a talk with Jack Liu, leave a comment, share the video, mention him on Twitter. You know, if you really do. And I'll go after it, and we'll make it happen. So, yeah. And shout out to Dan, shout out to these guys, you know, and shout out to Jack for keeping the energy up. Yeah. So hijacking Bitcoin, you know, how it's actually happening right now, not just in the book. Shout out to Roger Ver, but that was like a lot of the old stuff, but how it's happening right now. We see it happening with Bitcoin Core being literally hijacked even further. I mean, it's under attack. And you've got these things like even Lightning Network is having problems. And so, you know, things are happening fast. It's at light speed. It's a lot faster than I've ever seen before. Over the last 5 years, it's like, you know, like things go slow. And now in 2024, things are speeding up really, really, really fast. Sorry. So stay tuned, leave a comment, share the video, and mention Jack, Liu Jack. I think it's Liu Jack 1 or Liu Jack on Twitter. If you want to do an interview, want me to do an interview with him, we'll talk, and we'll go deeper on the subject if there's enough interest. All right. I'll see you at the top.